Yo, what is going on, guys? Peak DFS, or you guys call me Kevin in the back for my Week 3 final look on DraftKings. Jumping in the quarterback, my favorite four quarterbacks of the week. We'll start at the top with Patrick Mahomes, 7,000. I made very popular quarterback choice this week. Going against San Francisco, this should be a very high-scoring game. This should be a lot of offense, no defense played. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs has been very hot. I really like pairing him with Tyreek Hill. It's probably going to be the most popular combination, but I really do like Patrick Mahomes this week. Going on the other side of the ball, really love Jimmy Garoppolo in this matchup. Kansas City defense looks like they cannot stop absolutely anybody. This looks like a great, fantastic matchup for him. This game should be very good for fantasy. Going to my next quarterback that I like, Deshaun Watson, 6,100. Going against the Giants. This should be a good game for Deshaun Watson. We know he has a floor with his rushing ability. If the Giants could score, this could be a shootout. But I really like Deshaun Watson this game. He has Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins. Really love both of them to stack with Deshaun Watson. Last quarterback I'll give you is Matt Ryan in the Dome, 5,700. Really like this price tag on Matt Ryan. Really like this matchup in the Dome. Really good. And this game should be very high scoring. Really love both sides of the ball here. I'd expect Matt Ryan to get, he never really gets 300 yards. He always gets like 370, 350, 360, 380. But if he gets 300 yards, I would say he's throwing three touchdowns. I'd expect him to get 25 to 30 fantasy points in this game. And then another sneaky, I'll give you one more. Sneaky quarterback you can look at, 5,800, Alex Smith in that matchup. Going to running back, really love Alvin Kamara here, 9,500, top dog. Going against Atlanta, team cannot stop pass-catching running backs. I was really high on McCaffrey last week. I really love Alvin Kamara this week at 9,500. A week where a lot of people is going to be paying down for running backs because there's a bunch of value running backs. Really love Alvin Kamara this week in the Dome at home. Another running back I do like going down here is Kareem Hunt, 6,000, going against San Francisco. This should be a good matchup for Kareem Hunt. They should score a lot of points. And we haven't seen that big game from Kareem Hunt yet. We know he had some crazy games last year. I expect this is to be his breakout game on this season. I expect him. He should go for over 100 yards this game, and he could get into the end zone. And then you have all these other running backs right here. Giannotti Bernard, Joe Mixon's out. Going to see a bunch of work for Giannotti Bernard. And when he gets to work, he produces 5,900. Really love Giannotti Bernard in this matchup. That game could also be sneaky high scoring. Then really love Latavius Murray in this spot, 5,800. Going against Buffalo, cannot stop the run at all. Latavius Murray should pound this rock with that Minnesota. You can do a Minnesota defense stack with Latavius Murray. Don't mind that. Really like Latavius Murray in that spot. I'll give you guys one more. Really like Zeke in the spot against Seattle. They can't really pass the ball, if we're being honest. They're just going to feed Zeke, running it, passing it. They're going to do everything through Zeke. Really like this matchup for him, 7,700. Don't think anybody's going to be paying up for him with all this value at running back this week. Really like them too. Going to wide receiver. Really like these 3, 4. There's so many wide receivers I like this week. I'll give you guys a bunch. Really like Michael Thomas in this matchup in the Dome. He has just been producing, been going off. I do expect some touchdown regression, but this is another good matchup for him in the Dome at home. Really like this matchup. Should be very high scoring. Next up, Tyreek Hill, 8,500. That's a pretty price tag for Tyreek Hill, but man, he'll get it done. Probably the best tournament option you can get is Tyreek Hill. This is a great matchup for him going against the San Francisco team. Not nobody on this team is going to match up with his speed. Rarely anybody on any team can match his speed on the defensive ball. Um, on the defense side of the ball. Really love this matchup. Tyreek Hill should burn him here. This is going to be a very high scoring game. Love Tyreek Hill. Love DeAndre Hopkins in this matchup against the Giants. He should see Janoris Jenkins, but Hopkins can beat anybody. Like that matchup for Deshaun or Hopkins. I don't think anybody's gonna own him, but I really do like this game. Going down, really love OBJ here against Houston. Like I said, this could be a sneaky shootout, but it really just depends what this Giants offense does. If they score, then this game's gonna be a shootout. Really like Odell Beckham in here. Really love Julio Jones here in the dome. He has always played good in this dome. Really love pairing him with Matt Ryan. Going down, I'll give you guys a few cheapies. Really love T.Y. Hilton with Jack Doyle being out. Really love T.Y. Hilton. This is a great spot for him against these Philadelphia cornerbacks that are not good at all. It's so funny because every time they tweet, people just reply with burnt toast pictures to them. Pretty funny if you follow him on Twitter. But I really do love T.Y. Hilton in this matchup against Philadelphia. He should be able to bust one loose. Also, you got to look at Nelson Aguilar with Mike Wallace and Alshon Jeffrey out. He should see a bunch of targets with Carson Wentz back. 6,100 should be a very popular player. Also, really like Will Fuller in tournaments, pairing him with Deshaun Watson. This dude is just unreal. 5,900 for what he can do with Watson is just, I think, underpriced. So I do love that matchup. If Marquise Goodwin is good to go, I love Marquise Goodwin, and this is literally going to be a track meet. Literally, Goodwin and Tyreek Hill it's literally going to be a track meet. Who can burn the defense? Who can score the long ball? Really love that. Going down here, another two wide receivers I like, Cooper Kupp and Devin Funchess. With Greg Olsen out, we expected and to happen. Devin Funchess got more targets since Greg Olsen went out. Really love that. Really love Devin Funchess there, especially if you pair him with Cam Newton. Like Cam Newton as well this week. Cooper Kupp is being used a lot, especially in the red zone. And when they get on the goal line, they've been doing jet sweeps to him, little dump-off passes. Really do love Cooper Kupp. Only 4,900. I expect his price tag to rise as the weeks go on because he's getting a bunch of production. Really love Cooper Kupp if you're going down at wide receiver. Another wide receiver you can look at that's cheap would be... you go look at Calvin Ridley, 3,700. This is a tournament throw. Dart throw. 3,700 in this game should be very high scoring. You can look at Calvin Ridley. You can look at Tyler Boyd. Been seeing a lot of targets for him. Another one I like down here, even cheaper, is Cortland Sutton. He's been seeing a good amount of targets each game. Last game he would have had a huge game, but he got a couple catches called back and a touchdown called back. 3,500. Like this matchup for Cortland Sutton. I think he finds the end zone. I think he gets 75 yards receiving in this matchup. Going to have him in a tournament lineup for the Millie Maker. Going to tight end. Tight end simple this week. If you're paying up, you're going Ertz, Kelsey, Reed. If I had to rank them, it would be Ertz, Kelsey, Reed. Really like Ertz in this matchup with no Wallace or Alshon Jeffrey and Carson Wentz is back. Ertz should become very dominant with his duo back of Carson Wentz. And then, Travis Kelce is a great matchup for him. San Francisco should be a very high-scoring game. And then Jordan Reed against this Green Bay team. Washington is going to have to throw against this team. I expect them to be down. And then you compare him with Jordan Reed. You compare him with Alex Smith. And then going down, you can go look at George Kittle here, 4,500. He burned a lot of people last week, so not too many people is going to be on him this week. That's what I would predict. His ownership should be low because of that. He absolutely burned so many people last week, including me. So 4,500. His price went up after he burned people. I doubt people are going to be on him, even in this matchup. Should be very high scoring game. Really love pairing him with Jimmy Garoppolo, or he can just run him by himself. Then going down, if you go cheaper, really like Eric Ebron. He should be the most chalk tight end this week, 3,400 with Jack Doyle being out. No reason why he shouldn't be. That you guys shouldn't have him this week, unless you're paying up and being contrarian. But he's going to be very chalky this week. Eric Ebron, 3,400. He scored touchdowns both weeks. I expect that to continue this week. I would say he gets 75 yards receiving, 60 to 75, and he gets a touchdown. Eric Ebron's been producing. Another wide receiver you're going to look at is Will Dissly for tournaments, but I'd rather just pay up for go up 100 more for Ebron. That's it for tight end. You're not really looking at nobody else. Going to defense, you're looking at the Vikings, Jaguars. Man, they are in crush spots. So are the Bears. They're in just crush spots. If I'm paying up, I don't know if I'm paying up yet, but man, I would love to get that Vikings defense in that spot. Sneaky teams you can pay for is the Texans. Like I said, it all depends on this Giants team, what they're doing. That offensive line is terrible. If Clowney, J.J. Watt can put pressure on them and sack them, I don't think they're going to be scoring. But if that offensive line can hold up somehow and hold off that pressure, this game could be very high scoring, in my opinion. Texans defense, sneaky but risky. Another sneaky but risky Broncos defense, if they can get that pass rush going on Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco has been doing good, and he's doing too good for Joe Flacco. I expect, him to have one of those games where just, a couple picks, 3 picks, get sacked. This could be a game here against this Denver pass rush with Von Miller. Then even cheaper defense I like is Dallas Cowboys, probably going to be very popular against the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks couldn't block me if I was out there, couldn't block you if you were out there rushing Russell Wilson. They can get pressure on Russell Wilson, get a couple sacks, sack fumble for 6, that's easy points for the defense. Really love that. Only 2,200 for the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be it for week 3 final look, guys. Good luck this week. Crush it. See you guys.